Are you going to see the run?
No.
I hope that you do.
I'm not quick like Antony. I'll let you go.
Brutus, lately you haven't been yourself. You're acting like a stranger to a friend you love.
Cassius, I've been stressed as of late. You shouldn't be worried about me. I'm only at war with myself, who forgets to show my love for others.
I've mistaken you. Tell me, Brutus, can you see your face?
No, Cassius, no one can see themselves besides the reflection of other things.
Mirrors aren't turning your way. You are worthy. Many respect you and wish that you took the place of Caesar.
What are you leading me into? I don't have it in me.
Therefore, good Brutus, be prepared. You cannot see yourself without a mirror, so I will be your looking glass. You will discover what you don't know of yourself.
What is this shouting? I fear the people wish Caesar as their ruler.
You fear it? Then I think you wouldn't want him to rule.
I don't, Cassius, but I love him. But why have you held me here so long? What do you have to convince me of? If I'm to rule Rome, show me, and I will gladly accept it. I'm not afraid to die for my honor.
You have it in you, Brutus. I was born free as Caesar, so were you. We can endure winter just like him. One day, Tiber and her shores were a mess. Caesar said to me, "Do you dare, Cassius, to leap into this angry flood and swim to that point?" I plunged in and he followed. But when we reached the point, Caesar cried, "Help me, Cassius, or I sink." I took tired Caesar from the waves of Tiber, and he is considered a god, and Cassius is wretched and must help if Caesar needs it. He had a fever when he was in Spain. How he did shake. This god did shake. I did hear him groan, and the tongue of his that Romans listen to and write his speeches down. It cried, "Give me a drink, Titinius." Sounded like a sick girl. Gods, it amazed me. A man who is so easily tempered gets a piece of the world and rule it by himself.
They shout again, "I believe for Caesar."
Men at some time are masters of their fates. The fault, dear Brutus, isn't in the stars, but in ourselves, that we are underdogs. Brutus and Caesar, what's the difference? Why should his name be said more than yours? Yours is just as fair. What does Caesar eat that makes him better than you? Rome doesn't know what noble is.
You love me. I have some sort of a plan. What you have said I will consider. What you have to say I will hear with patience. Till then, my noble friend, think about this. I would rather be a villager under the conditions that are about to be laid upon us.
I am glad that my ill-fitting words have struck a nerve in the noble Brutus.
The games are done, and Caesar is almost back.
As they pass, grab Casca. He will tell you of today's events.
I will but look, Cassius. Caesar's brow is furrowed, and all the rest look like a saddened train. Calpurnia is pale, and Cicero looks so angered.
Casca will tell us what happened.
Antony!
Caesar?
Let me have men that are fat. Cassius lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. He is dangerous.
Don't fear him, Caesar. Cassius isn't dangerous. He is a noble Roman.
If he were fatter, but I don't fear him. If he were able to fear, I don't know who to avoid. Cassius reads. He observes well. He doesn't love plays. Antony, he hears no beautiful music. He seldom smiles. Such men will never be at ease, and therefore they are very dangerous. I'd rather tell you what you should fear than what I fear. Come to my right and tell me what you think of him.
You pulled me. Are you looking to speak?
Yes, Casca, tell us why Caesar looks so sad.
You were with him, weren't you?
I wouldn't have asked if I had been.
The crown was offered to him, and he hid it away, and everyone began to roar.
Why did they shout twice?
The same reason. They shouted thrice. What was the last cry for? The same reason.
He was offered it 3 times.
He denied it 3 times, and each time the crowd shouted, "Who offered him the crown?" Antony.
Tell us what happened.
I saw Mark Antony offer him a crown, though it was just a wreath, and As I told you, he was offered it once and denied it. Then he was offered to him again, and he denied it again, and offered to him a third time and denied it. And still as he refused it, the plebeians shouted and shouted. Why did Caesar swoon? He fell down in the marketplace and was speechless.
He has the falling sickness?
No, he doesn't have it, but you and I, and Casca, we have the falling sickness. I don't know what you mean by that, but I know that Caesar fell.
What said he when he stopped shaking?
When he came to his senses again, he said, if he had done or said anything wrong, he hoped we wouldn't blame him.
And he came back sad?
Yes. Did Cicero say anything? Yes. He spoke Greek, and those that understood him smiled at one another and shook their heads. I couldn't tell you what he said. Also, Marullus and Flavius were put to exile for defacing Caesar's decorations. Will you dine with me tonight, Casca? No, I'm busy. Will you dine with me tomorrow? If I'm alive, your mind is still here, and your food is worth eating. Good. I will expect you. Farewell to you both.